take from this session.
There's no comparison here. There's no competition. This is very much about your time to get what you need. This session is being recorded for those that can't make it. So just keep that in mind when you are sharing anything on the chat. I really welcome shared reflections. It really helps us learn about ourselves, learn about others, but it helps us reflect deeper on our own practice of journaling as well. So if you are happy to share, I'll invite you in to comment in the chat today, but there's no need to if you'd rather not. I love this quote, there is no wrong way, there is only right. You can't do this wrong. Journaling is very much a private practice. It's for your eyes only. And actually, that's when we get the most out of our journaling, is when we just let go of any judgment and self-judgment, and just find that freedom on the page. Just let it go, let it out. Whatever needs to come out can come out onto the page. And so if you are fairly new to this, sometimes we can feel a bit inhibited by what we think journaling should be or how we should be doing it right. I just really want you to carry that thought that there's no wrong way to do this. Whatever you write or don't write is perfect for today. We are going to start, as we always do here in these sessions, with some freestyle wild writing to really just get us into this space, to arrive fully here before we then move into the guided journaling prompts. So this is a bit akin to Julia Cameron's The Artist's Way, if anybody has done that, her morning pages. It's simply writing a stream of consciousness onto the page. It doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't have to be full sentences. It is whatever comes to mind for you. So we're going to try this for 5 minutes here together. No prompts, no rules, no guidance, just a free offload. Whatever is on your mind today is perfect. And this I really I find helps with overwhelm, or when you're feeling not really sure where to start with your day, just getting it out onto the page. I'm going to set the timer here for 5 minutes, and I'll do this with you as well. So just grab your pen and simply let it flow. What is on your mind today? Okay, just bringing you back when you feel ready. How did you find that today? I felt that was a quite good release for me, actually. My hand hurts already. So unused to writing for 5 minutes straight. How was that release onto the page? Was that quite easy and forthcoming this morning? Perhaps you noticed it took a little bit of time to get started. Perhaps you just had some thinking time for 5 minutes. Interesting, good release. Out of routine. Oh, what an interesting reflection, Jo. Yeah. Better than expected. Self-encouragement. Oh, I love that when you can be your own cheerleader. A bit like a to-do list. Great. Yeah, that can often happen when we just pour out and all of our to-dos come. Went very quick. It does, doesn't it? See, and sometimes that's all we need. Just 5 minutes, even 2 minutes sometimes. And I think we give ourselves this pressure that we have to sit down and journal endless amounts of time, a half an hour. And we just don't need that barrier. So I guess there's a little invitation there for you. Can you reduce that pressure on yourself? Can you just commit to 5 minutes? I might try to do that for the rest of this week. Really helpful identifying what you need in August. Yeah, great. Enjoying the silence. Lovely. Yeah, we tend to fill our heads, don't we, with noise and chatter and podcasts and meetings. Actually quite rare for us to sit in silence. Our theme this month is around our values. Yeah, identifying and demonstrating what's important to us. And our values very much, sometimes they're called our inner compass, your sort of personal, internal compass that help guide you towards what's right for you. So when we identify what our values are and we then sort of demonstrate them through our behavior, through our actions, we can really feel more inner peace, contentment, that alignment, that our behavior and our actions reflect what's most important to us. When we fall out of that, which sometimes we naturally do by not knowing what our values are, or perhaps we've become too busy and we're acting on remote, perhaps we are doing things what other people want us to do or what we think other people want us to do, and we can then kind of veer off track a little bit, and that can cause inner conflict or frustration or just this feeling of something feeling off. So values work is so key as a sort of foundational level of self-development and self-knowledge, self-awareness, and can really help with decision making, setting sort of personal goals for yourself. And I know some of you will have done lots of values work already. It's always helpful to have a little revisit and reset on them every now and then. So we're going to use the prompts which are around identifying values today. And prompts are different to that freestyle writing. They're more guided, they're more sort of thought-provoking in a way because they're giving you a focus for your writing. And so we'll have a minute or so on each prompt. If you are particularly finding you're writing lots about one particular prompt and not ready to move on to the next one, you do what you need to do. So if you want to stick with the prompt and not move on, please do that. Or perhaps you want to carry on writing about whatever's come up for you in your wild writing time. Again, you do you. And I'd love to sort of understand at the end of this what came up for you as an important value that you've identified. So again, no right or wrong answers. There's just your answers here. So this first prompt invites you to write about a recent moment that stands out for you? Was a highlight, something that sparked joy, just something recently that's stood out for you? Just spend a minute or so reconnecting with that moment. And if and when you're ready to move on, reflect on what stands out to you as important or particularly significant about that moment that you've described. And then moving on, just thinking about the things that you've identified as important to you about that moment. Which of those aspects repeatedly show up for you as in other significant moments that you've had? And perhaps you've started to identify a value or a couple of values of yours there. And don't worry if not, because this does take time. If you have identified something, what happens to you or around you when that value is fully nourished and feels in alignment? And finally, turning towards an action. What small action might you take to live in more alignment with that value or any of your values over the coming days? Bringing you back in this space. Thanks for being here, Francis. I hope your meeting goes well. How did you find that? I found that quite hard today. What has come up for you in your writing around values, or what have you noticed about the prompts maybe versus the wild writing today? Any reflections there? Values work can take time to kind of really hone in on your core values and really get a full sense of what that means. So don't worry if you're not there yet. I certainly noticed something around a value of a sense of ease, and cultivating that sense of ease as being very important. It's not really a value I've noticed before. Claire, thank you. Oh, 2 Claires, thanks for sharing. Not so much values, but importance of family, nature, and connection. Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, you might ponder these again. Just take this with you into your day, thinking about what's important to you, and, you know, setting some intentions around that, making sure you're feeling aligned with what's most important to you, and that you're following through on the intentions around that. And actually, for me to create a sense of calm, I sort of wrote down about the action I need to take is remembering why I'm doing something, and setting intentions and creating focus around that, and not getting waylaid by the busyness. Loving the comments here. Call to action, no procrastination, Claire. Yes, that's similar to mine, actually. I have popped the link in. Thank you for asking for that. And thank you for all your donations. If you want to make a donation, I've popped the link in there. If you want to donate it, donations go to the Mind charity, which is hugely amazing in the work that they do. And I'd love to see you again on the 1st of September. That is when our next journaling workshop is going to be taking place. And we are going to be thinking about focus and intention. So great theme there, sort of the back to school time, isn't it? September. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for your time, but also thank you for gifting yourself this time as well. And I absolutely love writing with you, and you've got me back into it. So I'm going to be carrying forward that intention. Have a great month, and I hope to see you again next time. Thanks, everybody. Take care.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.